always ask, and this year I've answered, we're doing free to play in NHL 23. Now let me first set the ground rules here. I did pre-order the X Factor edition, so there are some freebies that do come with that. In fact, this is probably the best bundle that we've had in NHL 23. However, I'm going to be free to play completely from here on out. I'll be giving you some of my best tips and strategies, also showing you guys some of the in-depth looks in some of the series that we had last year in becoming hut rich. So without any further ado, let's get right on into it. All right, welcome to Hockey Ultimate Team in NHL 23, boys. We are finally here, and I swear, if anybody took my name man advantage, I'm gonna be triggered. All right, let's see. All right, we're good on the name, boys. Nobody took it yet this year, probably because we're vacationing in New Zealand right now, which is nice. Hopefully we get something good out of this pack. Normally you get like 2 or 3 players from your favorite team. I picked the Penguins. I'll probably get Getzel, Raquel, Rust, something like that. And I'm curious who my X Factor player is going to be in here. So far, we're getting a lot of players that we're going to be trading into sets, which we'll go over here in just a second. Where's my X Factor? Ooh, there's my X Factor. Okay. Patty Kane. Okay. I believe he's one of the better ones you can actually get out of this year. And we got Getzel. See, there we go. Okay, you know what? Not bad. I like Patty Kane in here. I like Getzel. And I think that this isn't a bad team to start. Again, we're going to trade in a lot of these. We're going to skip the tutorial because we already know what we're doing when it comes to hut. And we're going to open up our first free pack for the year. So let's see what we get out of here. Probably nothing good. So as we're building up our arsenal of players and items, I want to make sure I'm taking advantage of these exchange sets. When I go into here, I'm looking at my silver upgrades. I just like to autofill it. Now, this year, and especially since I'm free to play, I want to make sure I'm not just trading in my tradable players. Coins are extremely valuable, especially with all the flips that we're going to do later this year. I want to be sure that we're making good choices and we're not just trading in players that we can get valuable coins for. So whenever I'm doing these exchanges, I'm not trading in anything that is tradable. I'm only doing untradeable. Now you can decide to do whatever you want to do when it comes to that. But for me this year, I'm only trading in anything that's tradable. I'm looking at these training sets here too. Looks like we can knock out some of these in the tutorial, I believe. And that's what we're going to do right now. Typically they have it here in the milestone, and we can just click A and we can skip through all of these. So these are going to give us, again, coins and currency is extremely valuable. I'm going to teach you guys and show you guys everything behind the scenes that I do to build up my hut team. I was pretty much free to play last year. I think I spent a few $100s on the game, but predominantly a lot of what I did was and just really taking advantage of the market. So we'll just continue to skip throughout these. And again, this is the first thing I would do if I were you, just to build up my coin assets and make sure that we're just getting free coins. And look, you even get an achievement with it too. So that's wonderful. So let's talk about sets for a second, guys. Whenever you're getting these free packs early on in the game, a lot of these players that you may have for your first few games are not going to be players that stay on your team forever, at least hopefully not as you progress throughout Hockey Ultimate Team. So what I recommend doing is turning in any of your bronze, any of your silver players. Now, if you do have a goalie in that bunch, make sure you keep them. And as I mentioned before, if they're tradable, you want to make sure you either sell those or you flip them and just quick sell them. So I'm getting, again, free gold players here. I know they're untradeable, but nonetheless, I can use them for sets, whether it be an X Factor player choice set or whatever it may be. So I confirm with you guys this year, 80% of you, this still constitutes as free to play, even though I have these packs. I think this is the women's X Factor pack first, so I really don't know who to take in this one. I don't know if they're going to make my team, quite frankly. I just don't really believe any of these X Factors are worth upgrading, in my opinion. So let's see who we get in this. I don't even know who I get. Do I get Sarah Nurse? I would assume she's in here too. Yeah. So Poulin just, I mean, she's quick, but just doesn't seem worth it. And my temporary move to New Zealand is really confusing me with some of the sizes. I have no idea how tall that is, but we moved to New Zealand, and I guess that's what we're going to get. The safe bet is her. All right, so now let's do our Spotlight Choice Pack here. Again, this came free with the game. In my opinion, I've already done some research on these boys. I think I'm probably going to take McCann, unless there's somebody in here statistics-wise that just jumps off the page at me. I'm going to have to probably take McCann. I want to center early on in the game. I like Pasta, but I just don't think a winger right now is really worth it. And plus, we get a free 88 overall later on, so I might take either Letang or Pasternak at that time too. I'm thinking McCann. Let's see here. If we upgrade him to an 88. Unstoppable Force and Make It Snappy. Those are both pretty good ones too. I think McCann's a safe bet here. So next up, we have our pre-order X Factor player choice pack. Again, I'm not 100% sure all of the items that are in here. I know it's not going to be McDavid. Probably not Matthews. Probably not McKinnon. But hopefully we have some good choices in here. And they can't let me skip any of these. We already have Patty King, so we know we're not taking him. I would not take a goalie or Shesterkin. Barzal's not a bad choice. Probably something to consider. Let's see who else we get here. We got Yossi. I don't love that choice just based on his X Factor abilities. Mitch Marner's a no-go for me as well on this one. Kirill Kaprizov. Tempting, but probably not. I just don't think he's worth the upgrades throughout the year. No. Sorry, Matthew Chuck. Not happening. Carlson. No, probably not. See, I had a lot of these guys X Factors. Okay, Stamkos isn't bad either. I had a lot of these guys X Factors last year, and Zegras would be an interesting one with his ability especially. But again, if you're looking for the most bang for your buck, I want to take it. Would not take Fox either. I like his card, but I had a lot of these X. Ooh, Larkin has one this year. I might. Ooh, he's quick. I might take that one. Wouldn't want to take Pasta. And I ended up downgrading so many of my X Factors because I built so many in the beginning. And I'm going to make some more videos and content on that, surrounding that, so you guys can really see everything that I'm doing behind the scenes. I want to share with you everything, full disclosure, that I'm doing. I love Barkov, but his card's not going to be good unless they increase his speed later. If Matthews was in here, I'd take Matthews, but it's not looking like it. Let's see. He wasn't the one last year. Okay, Shea Theodore, definitely not. All right, so we have a decision to make here, gentlemen. I definitely not taking Markstrom, I'll tell you that, but he's pretty big. I was wondering if he had post-to-post or something on there. Larkin looks tempting. And he's fast as heck. And he has a speed synergy. Stammer's another option. I don't hate Stamkos. I liked him. I had his X Factor last year. Chuck's is too slow. Yossi still has Send It. Still has Send It. Barzal's an interesting choice. He is lead edges still. Very similar to what he had last year. Boy, he's quick too. But I almost rather buy Barzal. I feel like Larkin's going to be more expensive as time goes on. So I think we're going to have to lock in Larkin. Yep, we're locking him in. Larkin is our X Factor. So up next, we have the pre-order team building pack. Again, I just pre-ordered the game. I'm free to play. I bought the game. I bought the X Factor edition. But guys, I'm going to be honest. I have no idea who to take in this thing. I'm thinking I'm probably going to take somebody that's quick. I think I want to take one defenseman and one winger because my defense core is going to be super weak in the beginning. But I need a winger too. I need somebody that can score, but I need someone who's going to play defense. Now, looking at all these players, first thought is if I wanted to do the team builder sets this year, and I was committed to that at least early on, I'd probably take two guys that are in the same division. But I don't think that's going to be my play this year. I'm trying to keep more things that are tradable. Almost my entire team last year was untradeable. So I'm going to try to avoid that as much as I possibly can. I would just probably temporarily use these guys until I did a team builder later. But going through these cards, there isn't a forward and a defenseman in the same division that really stick out to me that I want. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet. Make sure you guys are also doing the challenges on here whenever you're coming into the game. There's a lot of free packs you can get in here, and it's a way to get coins quick. These teams are all on rookie mode, so you should be able to stack them up fairly quickly. A lot of the periods are either only 1 or 2 minutes, so you can get through it very quick. Again, we want to make sure we're stacking up our coins as currency so we can use them to flip other cards, or again, buy cards that can upgrade our team to make us better so we can win more games. All right, so we've completed the X Factor player choice pack set. Hopefully we get something good. Now, I recommend, especially if you're free to play doing this, that you do go after this X Factor choice pack set. It's a lot easier to do this year in the challenges than it has previously been in the Pro-Am. I confirmed that you do not get that anymore, so it's not really worth grinding the Pro-Am in order to get that, but we do have, let's see, a milestone unlocked here too. See, I love these milestones this year, guys. It's one of those things where you're getting so many coins for these milestones. A lot of the challenges that they have in place actually early on, especially if you're free to play, as I mentioned, they are certainly worth doing. Let's see who we get in this. We're hoping for McDavid, McKinnon, Matthews even. Let's see what we get. Kyle Connor. Okay, not a great one. Who are we gonna get? Ovi. Okay, you know what? That's not bad. Ovi's a top 6 X Factor in my opinion this year. And Yossi. Okay, I think that's a fairly easy choice. We have to go with Ovi on this one, right? I mean, there's no doubt. And he still has 1T, I believe, and everything else on here. Yeah, unstoppable force and 1T. And he has a speed synergy. It's actually more viable than he was earlier on last year. It took him forever to get one of those speed synergies. So I think that's an easy choice in my opinion. Yossi still has Send It. I love Yossi. Obviously, I'm a Preds fan, as you can tell. But his X Factor abilities just aren't great. And I think he's going to have better cards that come throughout the year. Just not worth upgrading him. So we're taking Ovi on this one. Chuck Kobasu looks good. I believe that's how you say his name. He's quick. He's got a good shot. I think I'm going to select him. And I like Danico too. I looked at his stats. He looks pretty good. So I think those are the 2 choices I'm going to make in this team building choice pack. Also, whenever you're doing this, you're completing challenges, you're completing milestones, you're going to be able to get a lot of these premium packs, a lot of these packs that are a little bit lower on the totem pole, but nonetheless, you're going to get free players in them, and you never know what you're going to get. For me, I had some decent pulls throughout these. I think the best pull I had in all of them was an 84 overall Carlson. Also, make sure you guys are utilizing Hut Rush and some of these other modes whenever your team is a little bit lower in the totem pole. It's an easy way to get free packs. It's an easy way to get free coin and also level up your team in a way that's fun, relaxing, and isn't so sweaty versus playing everybody else online. You also get a lot of points for completing the challenges inside of Hut Rush, which allows you to breeze through some of those challenges. Now, I will say they do take some time, but it is worth it in the end because you get some of these 81 overall choice packs. Again, you're going to get smaller packs that's going to help you rid of all those bronze and silver players and even some of those lower end gold cards so you can flip them, trade them in, and upgrade your team as fast as possible. Now, I do have another video on this. I do want to stress this though before you guys get into the game to make sure that your settings are correct. It sounds so simple, but you want to make sure you're giving yourself every advantage that you possibly can. So I've upgraded mine. I use overhead and prefer up. Again, there's a few other things that you can tweak in here to your liking, whether it be player indicator size, whether it be some of the size of the puck. Again, there's just some things that you want to make sure that you're using and turning on to make sure you're giving yourself the best advantage. Also, when it comes to commentary, nothing against them. I personally just don't like hearing the commentary over and over again, especially as the game goes on. It gets a little bit repetitive. I also do play on the skill stick, and 2 important things that I recommend turning off are both auto back skate and auto hustle. Again, if you want to see more details on all the things you need to do before you step in and play a game of NHL 23, make sure you hop over onto my channel. I'll link down the video that I just made a few days ago that covers all of this. I have been using behind the net a little bit here as of late. I think I may want to change that up. My team strategies have been a little bit too aggressive. I think I want to dial these back a little bit too. I'm going to continue to play around with these so I can share with you guys what I think is best. When it comes to flips, I've been doing a lot of the 82 overalls. So as you can see here, I'm selling a lot of these 82 overalls for just shy of 2,000. Again, I'm going to go really in depth in this series for you guys to show you all the flips that I'm doing. So when we look at the team here, we have Matthews, Ovi, and Max Pacioretty on the starting line. We do have my boy Larkin down the middle. That X Factor card is incredible. I'm glad I made that choice. We do have McCann up the middle as well. And, you know, fourth line's coming along, but at least we don't have any 70 overalls in the team anymore. I did pull Carlson out of one of those free premium packs. We did get Hughes as well as Riley. And then also our defense is okay. We picked up Vasilevsky between the pipes. Ooh, a little half spin pass. Get over there, baby. Get in position. Bang. That's it for me on this one, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you love NHL 23 content, make sure you go ahead and click subscribe. It greatly helps me out. And also, if you liked the video, drop it a like. I greatly appreciate it. Again, I'm Man Advantage, and I'll see you guys next time.